Welcome back to Car Day, your go-to channel for everything automotive. Today, we're talking about spark plugs, car parts that play a huge role in your car's performance. If they go bad, you'll notice serious issues that could lead to bigger problems. So, how do you know when it's time to replace your spark plugs? Stick around, because I'll be breaking down the clear signs of bad spark plugs in a way that's easy to understand. Also, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. 1. Trouble starting the car. One of the first signs of bad spark plugs is difficulty starting your car. Your engine needs a good spark to ignite the fuel, but if your spark plugs are worn out, they might not generate enough spark, making it hard to start your engine. When this happens, you might find yourself turning the key multiple times before the engine finally starts, or it could take longer than usual to turn over. Sometimes, the engine might start and then immediately stall, which can be frustrating, especially on cold mornings. If your car is struggling to start, checking the spark plugs should be one of the first things you do. A simple replacement could solve the issue and save you from unnecessary headaches. 2. Engine misfires. Ever feel your car jerking, hesitating, or shaking while driving? That's a classic sign of an engine misfire, and bad spark plugs could be the culprit. When a spark plug doesn't fire at the right time, the combustion process is interrupted. This can lead to rough idling, a loss of power when accelerating, and even increased emissions due to unburnt fuel escaping through the exhaust. If your car starts shaking or sputtering while driving, it's time to take a closer look at your spark plugs before the problem leads to costly engine damage. 3. Rough idling and unusual noises. Your engine should run smoothly, even when idle. But if you start hearing uneven sounds, loud knocking, or rattling noises when the car is stopped, that's a sign that your spark plugs may not be firing properly. A rough idle means that the engine is struggling to maintain a steady rhythm. You might even feel the car shaking slightly when it's in park or neutral. Instead of letting the issue get worse, popping the hood and inspecting the spark plugs is a good idea. If they look worn or dirty, replacing them can restore the smooth operation of your engine. 4. Decreased fuel efficiency. If you find yourself at the gas station more often than usual without any obvious reason, bad spark plugs could be the problem. A spark plug that isn't firing properly causes incomplete combustion, meaning your engine burns more fuel than necessary. This leads to poor gas mileage and wasted money. When your fuel consumption suddenly increases, it's worth checking the spark plugs. A fresh set could help improve fuel efficiency. 5. Weak or slow acceleration. Ever pressed the gas pedal and felt no response? Or noticed your car takes forever to speed up? That sluggish acceleration could be caused by worn-out spark plugs. A weak spark results in incomplete combustion, making your engine struggle with power delivery. If you feel like your car is dragging or hesitant to respond when you accelerate, it's likely time to change the spark plugs. Replacing them can restore the lost power and bring back that responsiveness you expect when stepping on the gas. 6. Engine surging or hesitation. A faulty spark plug can cause your engine to surge or hesitate unexpectedly. You might notice that the engine suddenly speeds up even though you haven't pressed the accelerator, or it hesitates before responding when you do. This can make driving unpredictable and even dangerous, especially when merging onto highways or passing other vehicles. If your car is experiencing random power fluctuations, bad spark plugs might be the reason. Replacing them can help restore smooth engine performance. 7. Check engine light turns on. The check engine light can come on for many reasons, but one common cause is bad spark plugs. When a spark plug doesn't work properly, it sends faulty signals to the ECU, engine control unit, which triggers the CEL. If your check engine light turns on, an easy way to diagnose the issue is by using an OBD2 scanner. It can help determine if the problem is related to the spark plugs or another part of the ignition system. If you don't have a scanner, taking the car to a mechanic for a proper diagnosis is the best way to avoid more serious engine issues. 8. Black or sooty spark plug tips. Sometimes, the best way to tell if your spark plugs are bad is to look at them. If you remove a spark plug and notice that the tip is black or covered in carbon, it's a sign of fuel mixture issues or poor combustion. A spark plug covered in black soot means that too much fuel is entering the combustion chamber, and the spark isn't strong enough to burn it efficiently. On the other hand, if the plug is covered in oily residue, it could indicate worn piston rings or valve seals, which allow oil to seep into the combustion chamber. If your spark plugs look dirty or damaged, replacing them is the first step in solving the issue. 9. car smells like gas, or exhaust fumes. A strong gasoline smell inside or around your car is another warning sign. When a spark plug fails to ignite fuel properly, unburnt fuel makes its way into the exhaust system. This can produce a strong gasoline smell, which is a clear indicator of incomplete combustion. Ignoring this issue can lead to worse fuel economy, increased emissions, and potential damage to the catalytic converter. If you notice a persistent fuel smell, it's time to check your spark plugs and possibly inspect the fuel system for leaks. 10. Visible spark plug damage. One of the easiest ways to tell if you need new spark plugs is to remove them and inspect their condition. A spark plug with cracked ceramic insulation, worn out or melted electrodes, or heavy carbon buildup is no longer functioning properly. Any visible damage means that the spark plug is not firing efficiently, leading to performance issues in your engine. If you notice any of these signs when looking at your spark plugs, replacing them will likely resolve many of the problems you're experiencing with your car. Spark plugs typically last between 30,000 to 100,000 miles, depending on the type. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest car tips. Thanks for watching Car Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Drive safe.